voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your
Y'all, did that intro come through? Can y'all hear me? Did that intro come through? Because it's weird on my end. Hold on. Let me try one more time. I'm trying to see something. Hold on. I don't know what the world.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
What's up? Good morning. I don't know what's going on with the sound, y'all. It's weird. Hold on. Let me try one more time. I don't know what's going on with this. It's my Bluetooth. Oh, I think it's this one. But good morning. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Good morning. You guys, welcome on in. We got a few things to discuss that we're going to be talking about, okay? First and foremost, this guy said, we'll give a huge shout out to my hating ass coworker Lucy that just won't let me be great because she's not from Acorn, and I let her know often. As you should. You know what? Randomly at work, this is what you should be telling her. I'm talking about just on a random, just say it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Type T's, just hit her with.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Just random. You know what I mean? That's how you got to do these people. That's how you got to do them. See, other than that, it don't work. See, you gotta hit them where it hurt. You know? You gotta hit them where it hurt, because other than that, they're not gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? And then that gives you a way to, troll without having to be disrespectful or whatever the case may be. And then you could just troll the way you supposed to troll. Hit them with it one more again.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Yep. Welcome on in. What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So you guys, we got a few things to discuss. Drake allegedly had a pow at his house. I want to show y'all this video of these so-called African Americans allegedly trying to go back to Africa and getting scammed. Like now they going west. Well, one of them actually is Ghanaian. I'm from Ghana. Is that the same people? One of them is actually from Ghana, but he too Americanized. They scammed him too. And then we got what else I had on here? And then we got what we got Drake, the Ghana people. I forgot something else. But anyway, we'll get into it. You guys come on in, please like the video. That's what I think too, KJ. I think that too. I think that Drake is trying to distract us from the fact that he lost. You lost. Give it up. I win. You lose. So now all of a sudden somebody done pulled out a blinky by the house. Boy, bye. Who got a birthday? Who got a birthday? Somebody got a birthday? Y'all know they didn't strike me down for the birthday song. So let me know who got a birthday. Thank you for becoming a member of Bossy and Bothered. Who has a birthday? I need to know it. Because whoever got a birthday, we need to celebrate. I ain't got the song. Girl, yes indeed. Hazel. Hey, Phoenix Rise. Hazel got a birthday. Screw it. I'm gonna play the music anyway. It don't matter who got the birthday. Because I need to know so I can say happy birthday, the right way. But we just gonna run it how I go anyway. Happy birthday. Oh, yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you for becoming a member, Neo X. Happy birthday. And thank you for becoming a member, Neo X. You guys, let's get right into it. We got a few things to discuss. Q Williams said, dang, I haven't caught it live in a minute. Hey, everyone. Hey, Q. How you doing, boo-boo? You guys, today Tuesday? Yeah. You guys, thank y'all for coming in. Like I said, like the video. Let's get into it. Let's start with Drake. Let's get him out the way. So, hey, real name China. So, Drake is pulling a Karen, if you ask me. First of all, Drake was not harmed in the so-called pow pow. He was not the one harmed. He was not the one hit or whatever. But it's giving DJ Vlad Karen to me. You know what I'm saying? It's giving DJ Vlad Karen to me. Hold on. Yeah, it's giving DJ Vlad Karen to me. Let's go get the video. It's just so opportune time. He ain't never had this type of time happening at his house till now. After everybody except Gilly the kid has been running around saying Drake took a L. Look, peep this, y'all. Where is it? It's right here.
Once again, this is a live look outside of 21 Park Circle Lane in the Bridle Path, which is widely known to be the home of Toronto-born rapper Drake. You can stay with us here on BT and on City.
Y'all heard that? The sound is kind of weird, but basically they were saying that a shooting happened outside the house. It wasn't Drake, but the police don't know nobody. All they got is the name or the type of call. Girl, MB908, why you ain't tell me your birthday was yesterday? Girl, where was your antennas? I went live twice. I would have sure gave you a happy birthday, but let me go ahead and give you one now because I just want to hear the song again. You know me. I don't care. Happy birthday, NB908. You should have told me this yesterday, girl. Well, happy belated birthday, NB908. Okay? My birthday's today, and I caught the birthday song today and yesterday. See, now you got a double whammy. You got a 2 for 1, Jess. Jess, you got a 2 for 1. Ain't that nice? Happy birthday to everybody. With a birthday, you guys. Shout out to everybody with a birthday. I'm happy y'all having a solar return. Y'all able to celebrate it another year. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So y'all see, listen, let's get back into Drake. Thank you, BW. A lot of people have been hitting me up telling me that yesterday was so good. I was just being honest. I was just telling y'all what was going on. You know what I'm saying? All day grape tea, Pisces, gang, 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 gang. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look, Drake is full of crap. Did you guys hear me? Drake is full of crap. Drake is full of crap. Now all of a sudden, he got pow pows happening at the house. He ain't hurt though, but still, everybody go rush over to Drake's crib to make sure that he's okay. Drake, go lay down. You lost. You lost. You lost. You ate my applesauce. What we used to say when we were children. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Drake, go lay down. It's Karen. Yes, Drake equals kind of. Listen, that's what the Karens do. I done had to get a few of them up out of here when I say we having Negro meetings. What they do? Don't they get mad? That's what Drake doing. Drake is acting out. He is an actor. He's acting out. He can't believe Kendrick bodied him like that. And this is worse. It ain't even more or less about the bodying because he exposed Drake's hand. Both of them actually. He exposed the colonizer hand and he exposed the Pedialyte hand. I never believed Drake was gangster. Just like I don't believe Nicki is as hard as she claimed to be because Wayne ain't as hard as he claimed to be, and neither is Baby. The real one was the quiet one. It was Slim. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Y'all better stop believing these people in this music industry be real. Girl, that be lies, girl. Everybody knows that. The real one from New Orleans, Soldier Slim. That's why he ain't here. Girl, the real ones, how they say, the real ones, they real. That's why they ain't here. The ones who here ain't the real ones. Girl, them people be playing, Wayne rapping about stuff he ain't never experienced, to be completely honest. And I ain't gonna lie, that kind of makes him a better rapper because that nigga is very convincing to say he ain't never experienced it. Not one of them, Jessica, not one. Listen to me and listen to me good. Not one. Not even the founder. You know what I mean? Not one. Like, oh, I'm happy we made your day. She knows. But y'all gotta listen. But this is the thing. People who don't know, they're going to think that Drake was really a real one. The Six. Girl, when did we ever look at anything in Canada and be like, they gangster? Drake got people calling his hood the six, and we really out here rapping this stuff. Not me, but I'm saying we as a collective. We really out here rapping this stuff like the place in Canada called the six is really like America hood or something. Girl, please. That's how influential this dude in music and art form is. They really got us calling some neighborhood in Canada the six. Girl, please. I see that. I see that's his fans. That's his fans. That's his fans got them over their line saying that Kendrick lost. And then you got right great T. Only six I know is the zone six. But look, not only that, that's his fans because you got Gilly the kid who's on the payroll. We already know he signed $100 million contract. So you already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know them strings getting pulled and pulled and tugged and pulled. So now Gilly the kid who don't even like Drake. He has been on multiple occasions saying he don't like Drake. He don't listen to his music. It's corny. He sings. He don't like no R&B niggas. And now he over there telling everybody on Twitter Drake won the rap beef. Bought, yes, Remy. They all bought and paid for. Girl, the people got the receipts. Act two. But see, Act has two different angles. Act got the angle that he's bought and paid for. No, he got three angles. Bought and paid for. Also, Act is a fan. And also, Act is a foreigner just like him. So he a three strikes you out type Negro. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's what they do. I went on Drake Instagram and you should have seen the amount of people in the comment section like, oh Drake, you won. Don't worry about it. I was like, what? And I seen Boosie, but I've been told y'all he was bought and paid for when he beat that Fed charge. When Marlo Mike, y'all remember that? Like the video if you haven't already, y'all. Like the video. Y'all remember when he beat that charge with Marlo Mike? If you thought that Boosie wasn't bought and paid for, I got a whale to say you in my trunk. Are we talking about it or are we talking? If you thought Boosie was as real as you thought he was before, and he's just, you know, this stand-up gangster. After he beat the charge with that 14-year-old baby Marlo Mike out here unaliving people like he the doggone hitman, and Boosie walked out of that. If you thought Boosie wasn't bought and paid for and on a leash, girl, you have lost your mind. I got a whale to say you in the trunk of the car right now. Now stop it with all of that, girl. These people who ain't the ones who they not who you think they are. They are not. None of these people are who you think they are. Yes, Boosie is a puppet, without a doubt. You think? To be honest, I believe the feds make him sit down with Vlad. Vlad is allegedly, in my opinion, if he ain't a fed, he got ties with him. Yeah, Boosie said we shouldn't be encouraging black men to tear each other down. Nigga, you got a song that say you want to talk you want to run your mouth, you want some gangsters front your mother in house, we'll set this bitch off. Am I wrong? Put it in the chat. And put a one in the chat if I'm tripping. Did not Boosie have a song called Set It Off? And that's another thing. Drake started it. He started it. Boosie's whole career been about unaliving people. He had a 14-year-old baby unalive people for him. So you mean to tell me this is where he draws the line? This is where we tan black people now, girl. Y'all got to be strong. But Boosie is definitely a paid informant. Them people don't let you out like that for no reason. Girl, they let him out because he doing what they got him out to do. Girl, people been listen. This what I will give black women. Hey J Rev, this is one thing I give black women, y'all. Hold on. One thing I will give black women. We didn't go sit down on them people on that boy couch on them people house couches, and we still don't as in droves like the black men did. See, can we talk? You got to understand, entertainment industry is a club. Uh, he from Baton Rouge. The entertainment industry is a club, and how Chris Brown say how you hate from outside of the club, you can't even get in. In order to get in, and not only get in, to stay in, you have to do certain things. I was listening to Black Balloon. Shout out to Black Balloons. He did a video where he was talking about Michael Jackson and all that stuff. And Suge Knight was talking about how some people in the industry like Baby and Diddy, and they have to do certain things to maintain and be as successful as they are. And when they do that, that's the only thing that keep them in. That's the only thing that keeps them in. Oh, you tweeted it? I ain't gonna see it. I'm gonna have to go see it. That's the only thing that keeps them in. And in order to stay in, you have to do certain things. No, listen, let's be clear. Boosie did grow up in the rough parts of Baton Rouge. Boosie was on that type of time. He was. What I'm saying is, after he got off the Marlo Mike thing, deals were made. That's all you know what I'm saying? Deals were definitely made. But Boosie, like, and also like, what's his name? What's the boy name, girl? Gilly the Kid. He just signed $100 million contract. You don't think he have things he need to do for that? Absolutely. They got to pay dues. It's like any club you go to. You got to pay dues. But they don't want cash payments. They want other payments. So yeah, it's not surprising. And in my belief, I believe that Drake is carrying this shit up. Now he's gonna play the sympathy card. Oh, somebody had a pow at the house. Oh my God, oh my God. And then all the fans gonna say, now this is going too far, guys. Make it seem like Kendrick the one did it, or try to bait Kendrick into making a beat about it. Girl, it's again, I'm not stupid. I know this beef was orchestrated. I know this. Both of them are paid or not paid. Both of them are puppets for the powers that be. I told y'all, I don't like no celebrity. Name them. I don't care about them. But when you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. So I will say this, through the performances, I think the best thing that came out of this is an awakening of Black people, particularly Black Americans. Because what happens is, like I said, so-called Black Americans are the only people who do not have an identity, and we continually are told we do not have a culture. Continuously. This is no shade to nobody else. I'm talking about my people. Everybody got their people. I'm talking about my people. Since the beginning of time, we've continually been taken from and also continually been told we do not have a culture. And the awakening that Kendrick put out there on top of the Pedialyte allegations, but the awakening that they not like us, the colonizer, you're not a colleague, you're a colonizer, that needed to be said, because now Black Americans are starting to look around and be like, yo, I never realized that. And that is the part that I care about. The Pedialyte stuff, Drake is half orange juice. Why are we surprised? That's what they do. All y'all faves either done did it or still do it, girl. That's what they do. And I'm not saying to disregard it, but I'm just saying, I don't know why people are shocked. Yeah, Lazavia, she said, pay attention to the industry, period. Do you see all of a sudden they beefing with each other? JT and Glow, Drake and all of them, Tia and Rick, Chris and Quavo. The list goes on. You know what I think too? You know what I think too? Ever since streaming and TikTok came along, the music industry was on a downward spiral. Do you hear me? The powers that be, the orange juice people, they wasn't making no money. See, it's multi-layered. When these people do these things, they have multiple things that are happening at the same time. It's not just one, right? So the industry was null and void. You couldn't pay nobody to sign to a label and want nobody listening to the radio. So that puts the industry out of business. You get it? So with that being said, they have to create all these beats to get people back interested in the art. Not because of the art itself, because they need to continue to line their pockets. That's one of the things that they're doing. That's one of the things that they're doing. So what these people are doing is literally saying, "Hey, yo, we have lost our audiences. We no longer have an audience. What can we do to get these people back into it?" Because TikTok took away from music altogether. They was putting up 1 minute, 1.5 minute songs, and that was enough for everybody. You know what I mean? TikTok wasn't doing nothing. I don't either. Listen, do you want to know what I listen to? All my music, all the music I listen to is from the 80s on back. And sometimes you might catch me 90s, early 2000s R&B. I don't even listen to rap for real no more. I'm not saying I don't listen to it at all, but I don't listen to it for real at all because it's just nothing. It has dissipated to nothing. But what they're trying to do is make sure you guys get back into it because you have taken money out of their pockets by not giving a F. You get it? So the plants that they put in place, remember Kanye said Cardi B is a plant? She is. Because her response was, "Don't make me start spilling tea. No, bitch, are you a plant or no?" She's a plant. Nicki probably started off as a plant and now they've given her the ass to kiss. And so was Drake. So was Drake. Nicki's a foreigner. Drake is a foreigner. Are you tracking? All your top people are foreigners. Are you tracking? We got to make sure we catch that part. All of your top people are foreigners.
He ain't even from Acorn.
I told y'all this before. I'm trying to see who on the top that's not a foreigner. And this was a war that needed to happen. You know why? Because basically Kendrick was the underdog. It was like David versus Goliath. Because you got to remember, Drake has a whole system behind him. I'm not saying Kendrick don't either. But when it comes to the court of public opinion, Drake's system can literally sway your judgment by using algorithms and bots. So for Kendrick to slay this giant the way that he did and not even and not use the algorithm to do it or the so-called system to do it, that was major. That was major. But I'm trying to see who that's in the top of their game is not a foreigner. I'm really trying to see, for real. I'm talking about sports. I'm talking about entertainment. I mean music. Who at the top of the list that's not a foreigner? Oh, Will Smith, Denzel. We got a few. Denzel, Angela Bassett, allegedly. I don't know her parents. Like, yeah. Dago. They all passport holders. Dual citizenship ass niggas. I heard Issa Rae is Jamaican. Now this the part. Can we talk? Shout out to real life street stars, but that's foreigners. I mean, we gotta be honest. I don't know who Art of Dialogue is, but shout out to real life street stars. This is no shade. but they foreigners. When it comes down to real life street stars, the facts are the facts. You know what I'm saying? They foreigners.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Yeah, we got Samuel L. We got Meg. All the top podcasters are foreigners. Shout out to Tasha K. She's not a foreigner. Lovely T. Shout out. She's a foreigner. Like, and this is no, I'm not saying this to be negative or mean or nothing. Yeah, Tyler Perry, we got some onesie twosies. I swear to God, I'm not saying this to be negative or mean or anything, but Lovely T is a foreigner. This is no shade. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be negative. I actually like her channel, but she's a foreigner. The real life streets, yeah, they foreigners. Tasha K was the only one that able to squeeze her ass through there, because most of them are foreigners. So I'ma always be like, rather listen, I don't agree with the way Tasha K went about the stuff with Cardi and none of that. I think it was bad on all levels, but I will always give her this. That is a Negro woman, one born and bred here, who made it despite the odds. And she independent. She ain't bought and paid for her. That right there is enough for me. I don't know, Joe Budden from New York. A lot of them, I ain't gonna lie, no shade New York, but y'all got the melting pot, remember? But I gotta, most of them people are foreigners. Whether we like Tasha or not, at some point, I'm talking to the Black Americans, and this is no divide or nothing, but I'm just trying to establish us. Everybody else are done establish them. We gotta establish us. So please don't take this as negativity. I swear to God, it's not. She is married to a foreigner. Yes, she is. But she herself is not a foreigner. But this is what I'm saying. This is not to be negative or divisive or nothing. I'm just trying to. My people are lost. Everybody else have some sort of history or some sort of background. My people are lost. So I gotta say this for my people. Thank you for becoming a member, Divine Empress. Thank you. Yes, S. None of these people are from Acorn. This is what I'm saying. But all of these people are in our culture. No shade. No shade. Yes, we already established that she married a foreigner. Absolutely. But her herself, she's not a foreigner. That's just the facts. Not only is Tasha K married to a foreigner, she's also raising her kids in the African way too. So they gonna grow up foreigners. But this the craziest part about Issa. Issa did a whole show on Black American culture. Remember, I was talking to y'all about Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I told y'all she cosplaying because even though she's melanated and she's black, she still is not a Black American, and she come in Black American spaces and act as if she's one of us, knowing good and well we're nothing of the same. But yet she capitalizes off the Black American culture. That's the same thing with all of these foreigners. This is no shit. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be negative, but that's what happens to all these foreigners. Yes, Lovely T Nigerian. So no, and Issa whole show Insecure was based on Black culture. No, not Black culture, Black American culture. I ain't seen nothing of Africa, and I watched all seasons of Insecure. I watched every single season of Insecure. I ain't never seen nothing about Africa in not none of them doggone videos. I mean, not none of them episodes. Think about it. Every single thing that Issa ever put out on that show Insecure, Even when she was doing the rapping in the mirror on YouTube and shit, all Black American culture. Drake is from Canada. He ain't from Acorn. This nigga got the sound, the swag, the clothes, the music, the beats. They all do that though. Yeah, the girl who played Molly, she Nigerian too. Amanda Seals, we all know she ain't from Acorn. We just talked about her. All the main, yes, they all foreigners. But see, I want y'all to understand that it's bigger than them just stealing from us. It is orchestrated by the power that be that they do that. That's why when somebody need to play Martin Luther King, they go get a foreigner. Somebody need to play 12 Years a Slave, they go get a foreigner. Somebody get to play Ricky Freeway Ross, Rick Ross or whatever, they go get a foreigner. There you go. There you go. That's a fact. Thank you, Portia, for the super chat. People would try to check me when I said no black women on hip hop radio, Ebro, Envy, etc. All of the shows are white or immigrants, insecure cast too. You know what? Quiet as it's kept. And if you're from New York, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Breakfast Club, I ain't gonna lie. What's his name is from here? Unfortunately, uh, Charlotte McGee. He from here. He from Acorn. But no shade. Drink champs. If you're from New York, tap in and let me know. Now I don't know if Noriega is no his name Nor ain't he like Dominican or something? And the clear dude who's sitting next to him, the old clear dude with the beard. Foreigners. Foreigners. They're foreigners. I missed you too. Hey boo. They foreigners. And we gotta be and listen, we gotta stop letting people tell us stuff like this, Puerto Rican and black. Okay, what Puerto Rican? The clear Puerto Rican, the skim milk Puerto Rican, or the black Puerto Rican? Because there's a thing called Afro Latina and Afro Latino. People be trying to put them nationalities on as race, and that don't go like that. They foreigners. And I don't have a problem with them participating in the culture. My problem is how we don't even fight to be the representation for our own culture. We allow the foreigners to come on in because most of us are ignorant. We think all skin folk is kin folk, everybody melanated is the same, and that's not. And the ones who go even further and just believe if you acclimate or you identify as black, that's enough. Them the ones that's worse than anybody. At least the other ones who think all skin folk is kin folk, at least they've been bamboozled. But the ones who know for a fact the ones who know for a fact and still allow these folk into the culture and represent us, that's a problem. Y'all the ones that's scariest. Thank you. Being black and indigenous to America are two completely different concepts. Just like being black and being indigenous to Jamaica is a different concept. Being black and indigenous to Africa is a different. You get it? Yes. Foreigners playing the part to make us think we from you know what. Never mind. I'm woke now. Yes. They even got clear people on Twitter chiming in on the rap beef, rapping off the mustard on the B song. I said, what? And I just kept scrolling. I don't even want to see that shit. I don't even want to see it. But I know in the comments and on the likes is a bunch of buku niggas. It has been the hugest downfall. I remember when we had the Negro League. Y'all remember the Negro Baseball League we had? Niggas gave that away to go play with the clear people. We gave it away. Ain't nobody steal. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about this. Nobody stole our culture. We gave it away. Not one person. Hold on. Not one person stole our culture. Not one person stole our culture. We gave it away. Hey, thank you, Divine Empress. Is Betty right? Acorn, don't break my heart. I don't know. I think so. I think so. I think so. Thank you for the super chat. I think so, but I don't know. Florida's a melting pot too. They got a lot of Haitian, Dominican. They got a lot of them influences down there too. So I don't know. I think so, but I'm not sure. But the facts are the facts, you know. But I'm talking about to Black Americans. I don't have a problem with us allowing people into the fold. But why we don't push them, make our representation be from us? Do white people consider mixed people as white? No. Hell no. They consider them as what they are, biracial. When are we gonna stop and really understand that biracial people is its own race? Are we not gonna recognize that the government did back in the day? Then they did away with it to further confuse you. When are we gonna realize and recognize that biracial people are their own race? That's just what it is. They're their own race. And that's okay. But I think that it's messed up that we would really sit there and make a biracial person choose our side. That don't go. We Black people, we are the most bulliest people to make them want to be black. Just like we talked about it yesterday at the dollhouse. Black people was really in their feelings because Dominicans don't want to be called black. If I was Dominican, I wouldn't want to be labeled as black neither. Niggas ain't getting nothing being black. Ain't no benefits to being black. But we want to bully people who look like us to think like us, and that don't go like that. And it's the same with the biracial people. Hey, Dion, I've been good. How you doing? It's the same with the biracial people. We bully biracial people to say that they black, and they're not. They're biracial. That's a new race. Back in the day, hundreds of years ago, they called them mulatto. I like this. She said, "Cancel the barbecue till we establish footing." I'm 100% on board with that. We gotta regroup. We gotta regroup. The cookout, that's a Black American. We need to regroup. We got to regroup. And before we do another cookout, we gotta have another meeting. Cause we lost. We gotta get on one solid ground and then start back up with the cookouts. Cause we've been giving out invitations like now they're going west. Jocelyn Hernandez is another fat face on liar. She ain't no Afro Latina. And people think because she grew up poor or she got a coarse of grain of hair that she's a so-called Afro Latina. Jocelyn Hernandez is not an Afro Latina. You want to see an Afro Latina? Juju. You want to see an Afro Latina? Amara, you dummy. Those are Afro Latinas. Jocelyn Hernandez is capitalizing off the fact that she want to be able to say the nigger word without being judged, and that black is being black right now is hot. It's in. It's the thing. Everybody makes money by acting black. Everybody. Are you tracking that? Everybody makes money off of being black except so-called black people. And I don't just mean diaspora black. I mean Black American. That's the one. You get it? Not just black, not the diaspora, not African, not Haitian, not Jamaican, not Dominican, not Puerto Rican black. None of those. No, black American. That's the black. That's the gold mine. And they done tricked us into believing that all we got to do is that we supposed to give it away freely. And how dare you ever speak on somebody taking your shit and you not capitalizing off of it? Now you're a bigot. Now you're racist. Were y'all not on the stream yesterday? Y'all probably wasn't on the stream yesterday. Frederick Douglass and Booker T. Washington ain't even from Acorn either. They biracial. Did y'all know that? Put a one in the chat if you was on the stream yesterday morning. Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass are biracial. W.E.B. Du Bois is of Bahamian and Dutch descent. Louis Farrakhan is from one of them islands. All these people are foreigners. And they cosplay as you, and they made hella money off of you. They put that picture of Frederick Douglass up there. I swear to God, I thought he was in blackface. This ain't the same one, but I got one. Hold on. Did I delete it? Look at this nigga. Foreigner. He from Jamaica. And he came all the way from Jamaica to tell niggas in America they need to go back to Africa. And he never been himself. Let's talk about it. Foreigner. He not even from Acorn. He not even from Acorn. And he came all the way to America to tell niggas to go back to Africa. He ain't even from Acorn. And he came all the way. He left all the niggas in Jamaica to come to America to tell black Americans, so-called black Americans, y'all need to go back to Africa. Girl, you can't make this shit up. O'Shea, you can't make this shit up. Let me get you another foreigner on here. Biracial. He was biracial. He had a clear daddy. He ain't even from Acorn. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. He ain't even from Acorn. Let's talk about it. Can we talk? What we doing? Y'all gotta be strong and ready for this. Girl. Y'all like the video, please. Please like the video. See how you been bamboozled? Ran amok? Yeah, Mia. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You see how they've been playing in y'all face all these years? Absolutely, it changed the way I think about them. Absolutely. I don't like none of them, so let's start there first. So yeah, it does change. So I don't like them. I put them in the so-called leaders, the civil rights. I put them in the same boat with the celebrities. So yeah, it does change the way I think about them. I think worse because they plan. Thank you, Real Talk with Miss J. Vu. Since I started following Educational Friday, I started telling people, my people, we need to rethink this whole "my ancestors are from Africa" bit. Girl, quiet as is kept. You right. Look, I heard Tariq Nasheed over there running them niggas ragged. FBA. Telling them niggas they gonna go march down on Washington, to go get their reparations. They going out there to get their reparations because they from Africa. That what they say they doing, huh? They say they doing that this week. See, when them niggas come back empty-handed the same way they came, they left. This gonna be my thoughts.
I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was swear, but I told y'all niggas.
That's what I'm gonna say. When them niggas come back empty-handed, the same way they left here, because they going about it the whole and I can't nobody tell me Tariq Nasheed don't know that. Tariq Nasheed is a plant. And he got them people going all the way up to march to Washington or something. I don't know if they marching. They gonna be up there in Washington, really thinking they gonna get something, and they gonna get there, and them people they gonna do a picnic, have a cookout. They might have a person get up and say a few words, and they gonna come they ass back empty handed. And this what I'm gonna be saying.
I told y'all niggas. I told y'all niggas. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all niggas.
And you know what's worse? They're gonna go back to the drawing board, and then they're gonna do this shit over and over and over and over and over and over. They're gonna keep doing it. And Tariq Nasheed gonna continue to make money. Because he the only one capitalizing. He gonna make money. He gonna make money. And the niggas gonna be stuck there looking crazy. But shout out to the FBA people going up to Washington. Y'all take pictures. Please take a lot of pictures. Go live so we can see it. Go live so we can see it. Umar too, yes. Tariq and Umar, they both two. They like the Republicans and the Democrats. They the same. And then that nigga Tariq Nasheed give them niggas a museum and a documentary on how they used to get popped in the booth. Then he get them niggas a museum that most of them ain't gonna never see, and a documentary on how they used to get popped in a booth. Girl, please. But go off, dude. But go off. I thought FBA meant not from Africa. Well, tell that to the Africans and the Afro Latinos and all them other people who's over there trying to claim their money. Because you know, I told y'all that FBA stuff is not gonna work. It's too broad of a term. The message is too broad. The asks are too broad. The reason behind the movement is too broad. Foundational Black American. If you were born in America, you are considered a foundational Black American. I'm cutting out. Hold on. Let me put this thing back. Hold on. Oh, girl. Hold on. I'm glad you said this. Hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Can y'all hear me on here? Let's talk about it. Hold on. Let me take him down. This is I'm glad you brought this up. I listen to Tariq. I ain't no fan. But what I've been hearing, he delineating like you talk about. Hell, I thought you listened to him too. Y'all got a lot of the same talking points. I'm glad you said that. Tariq, what's the word he be calling people? A tether? What's a tether? Does tether mean like you switch sides, you flip flop? Somebody put that. What is a tether? I keep hearing people saying tethers. I don't know what that means. And I know he made it up because it sounds zesty like him. You guys hit the like button. What the hell is a tether? I need to find that out before I make my point. I mean, the point gonna still be the same, but it's really gonna drive home the point. Is a tether a person that flip flops, like, you know, they grifters or something like that? It means fake abo, foreigner. What's a tether? Means attachments. I got 5011. It means immigrant. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I thought that's what it was. Okay. Black immigrants. Gotcha. Okay. Tariq Nasheed messages change every time it benefits the masses. Let's talk about it. Because before I even got on YouTube and was doing my thing, Tariq Nasheed was first on that. First of all, the whole FBA thing come from the ADOS movement, the black woman. right? So with that being said, at at first it was we African American slaves, our parents came from Africa, wooty wooty woo. I've never said that. So if he got talking points saying anything other than our lineage is from Africa and we came over here on a boat as slaves, he's capping and he's grifting. Because I don't say that. If anything, I've done many, many lives to prove that we ain't from Africa. Hell, one of my lives I put in there, you ain't from Africa. So I don't know what his message is because I don't listen to him, but I have seen him take talking points from Dr. Umar. I've seen him take talking points from the people down over on HOK, House of Consciousness. I've seen him take talking. He's Tariq Nasheed is a character. He's a character. His message change whenever it suits the benefit of the people. You know what I mean? Thank you, Disrupting Reality NYC, for the super chat. Tariq is a grifter. This man says single black mothers don't deserve reparations, and he told black males to only date mixed women with non-black moms. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know what he over there saying now. It changes with the times, and I'm pretty sure when he said that manosphere movement and that red pill shit against the Cynthia G people, I bet you that shit was popping around that time when he said that. Let me know if I'm lying. Disrupting Reality NYC. When he said that, was it during the gender war area? I cater for Tariq often, and he's not like that. He's a real cool dude. He might be a real cool dude. I don't know him personally to say he not Meek Mills, but what I'm saying is he's misleading our people and making money off of it. We already talked about it, Sharon. We already talked about it. Was he saying that when it was the whole movement about the gender wars? If he was saying that during the gender wars, then it makes sense. So personally, I don't know him, but it would make all the sense in the world if his message is changing because the narrative is changing. You know what I mean? Like more black people are starting to realize that we've been lied to about a lot of things. So the messages like Dr. Umar with the Prince of Pan African bullshit. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Umar, Prince of Peace and Pan Africanism, Peace and Pan Africanism, Peace and Pan Africanism, head ass nigga. Dr. Umar is continuing to push the narrative, the Pan African narrative, but he refused to tell Black Americans, so-called Black Americans, who they are. He refused to even acknowledge you as different from the rest of them. Umar finally got a site, and there's only one course on there named Foreign Languages. Makes sense. Makes sense. He won't even allow you guys to self-identify. He wants you to be from a continent. He wants you to be from Africa. Y'all better wake up. Speaking of being from Africa, let's move on. This man who's Guyanese American went over to Ghana. Went over to Ghana to move there. He was making buku money off duck ass niggas going over there thinking they going back to the motherland, and they all got messed over. Check it out.
Because I've seen people lose their whole life savings coming over here. They don't play by the same rules that we play by in the U.S.
Crazy. So apparently the people who sold the land to him are saying his lease is up, but we all know he hasn't been here for as long as they're saying. They're saying 50 years is up, but we know he hasn't been here for 50 years. And people are here looting it.
And look, they're trying to steal our roofs and the sidings and stuff.
So what, they just turned up, no notice?
This morning they turned up. I wasn't here early when they turned up.
Right.
Our people were cooking in the kitchen. They turned the electric off. and then they started dismantling the building.
Wow.
They took the grates, that building right there.
Yeah. That one, yeah.
The building right here that's destroyed right here.
Yeah.
I just heard when I was in Cape that somebody put it on our site that that building was. I have pictures of that building. It's still up. But they've taken all the windows out, all the doors off, and the grates, the security grates. That was the only building we had that was secure. That building back there behind the water tanks is the kitchen. So they were preparing food there this morning for the lunch that we do every day. There's a vegan restaurant that people order food from and come and pick it up here. And that's how I found out what was going on.
Oh, man.
I called to order some food. And that's when they told me they shut down everything.
Oh my gosh.
And that
how are you still standing? You're impressive. How are you still standing?
Oh, well, we have to be strong in situations
oh my gosh.
That's a brand new light pole they tearing down right there. That light pole just got put in.
They're going to pay for all of that, bro.
All that new wood, they got that shit we just got to put in this spot.
Yeah.
Now they got the scavenge, all these that feed the fish and sharks over here. That's what they in trouble, man.
Yeah, they're going to pay for all of that. Yeah, they're going to pay for all of that.
So my name is Marvin Walker. I am a Guyanese American that left Guyana when I was 5, moved to America. And, I've had several ventures in the U.S. I was in the music industry. I was in medical logistics. And then I came to Ghana in 2018, October of 2018, for my first visit. And then by February 19th of 2019, I've been living in Ghana. So came here, was doing medical logistics. I had some contracts that didn't quite work out. And then I got into real estate development. I wanted to fill the void for the diasporas who are moving here that have a certain expectation when it comes to their real estate, kind of like you, exactly what we're doing, making it easy for our people to come home. So that's a little bit about me, high level, right?
Yeah, high level.
I want to, this is a public service announcement. This is not to scare anybody from coming to Ghana, but these are the challenges because it's new. The Great Migration is happening. So, we're going through some things. But the most recent thing that happened to me, which was really shocking and disappointing for me, was I had a police chief here arrest me and tell some lies so that I would get arrested in a court. And it was shocking because he was making statements under oath that, I'm a flight risk. I don't live here on an island. I mean, I have millions of dollars worth of real estate here. And he's saying that I don't live on an island. And he caused the judge to arrest me because, some people here, they see us and they think we have money and they want to extort us, right? So he kept calling me, like asking me for money. Because, when I fire a contractor, if they do a bad job, and if I don't pay them till the job is complete, they go to the police and they say, hey, Mr. Walker threatened to blow my brains out. When it's the other way around, they are the ones always threatening us. Like, I've been threatened by the people I bought the land from to break my house down. But those things are not as serious as what this police chief did. So, he kept calling me because we took the withholding tax from one of our contractors.
All right. So let's get the story really straight.
Yeah.
How did it all started? The contractor reported you to the police.
Yes. So I paid the contractor to do some work, and he had spent some time in the U.S. So he was referred to me by somebody I respected. So first he said, give me 60% of the money. I gave him the 60%. After getting the 60% of the money, he kept delaying to come to the job and getting started. And I said, hey, bro, what's the problem? Like, why are you not coming? I'm on timelines. And he was like, well, materials is short. If I had the rest of the money, then, I could get it done fast. And because he came through somebody I respected, I gave him 100% of the money, right? Thinking that he would go buy the materials and then the process would go much faster. Well, that's not what happened. You know that if you give contractors here the money, sometimes they'll take the money and run. And so he kept delaying. And then he finally got a job that should have took 2 to 3 weeks done. He got it done in like 9 weeks. So I was, obviously aggravated with that. So I fired him. And my engineer at the time said, look, the materials are here on site. Let's give him another chance. So I said, after, rebuting that for about, 6 times, I said, all right, but this time, since I paid him for 50% of the house, 100%, he got to do the other 50%. And once he's finished, then I'll pay him. And everybody agreed. So he did about 3 houses, and then he came, I want the money for the new houses that he was doing. And I said, no, we had an agreement that you'll finish it, and that's when I pay you. Because last time when I gave you 100% of the money, you took forever. So because I wouldn't pay him, he went to the police and told the police chief that I threatened to blow his brains out.
Okay.
So the police kept calling me, and I said, listen, don't call me with this nonsense. Call my lawyer. And they kept telling me if I didn't come, they'll put a warrant out for my arrest. So I went. And my lawyer came and met with us there. And so they found out that it wasn't that I threatened him. He just wanted me to pay him, even though the job wasn't completed. And I told him, no, I'll pay him when the job is completed. So once the job was finally completed, we paid him as agreed, but we deducted the 7.5% withholding tax for contractors who are not employees of mine. Okay. Now, I've created almost 200 jobs. I employ almost 200 people around here.
You're doing an amazing job down here.
That's what I thought. So I thought that they would support me more than this guy. But I also hire contractors. So you have to deduct the withholding tax to pay to the government. So I guess in order to get the police to put pressure on me to pay him in advance, he went and promised the chief some money.
Are y'all tracking that? This is an interesting theory. I like this. Well, I don't like it, but it's interesting that you say it. It says these people want us to move over there so they can come here. I've heard it out of their own mouths. A lot of them feel like we don't deserve American privilege. And you know how I know you're not lying? Because I've heard Africans on podcasts say that other Africans feel like that. Like we're ungrateful, we don't deserve it because we're complaining, and where they come from, they didn't even have schools or running waters and all the things that we have over here. We're still, I've heard them say that. So I believe that a trillion percent. Let me bust your head up, dude. Hold on, I think I missed a super chat. Thank you, Disrupting Reality NYC. He was the original Passport Bros. This man literally hosts pay-per-view specials teaching black men how to date non-American black women. I remember him from that. And I wasn't watching him around that, but I remember when he first started on this FBA stuff, all of that stuff was coming out. I remember that. I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember that like it was yesterday. Let me be clear. The so-called Back to Africa movement is not new. It's not. Look behind this photo of Frederick Douglass. You see that New York Colonization Society? You see that? They had it with this brother here. Hold on. Him. Some of them actually did make it back to Africa, to Sierra Leone, Liberia. So if you take a 23andMe and they say, oh, you got family and ancestors from Sierra Leone, that was your people from here anyway. So it's kind of like a conundrum. Let me say that again. If you take a 23andMe or you find that you have family in either Sierra Leone or Liberia, and you be like, oh snap, I do have ties and roots to Africa. No, fat, that was your people who went over there 100 years ago. That was your people who they took from America and brought over there, the ones who survived. This whole, what they calling it now? What the movement called now? I can't remember. But the whole Back to Africa movement now, y'all seen the African dude who got up there and was like, dear Americans, we are sorry for selling you into slavery. Please come back home. Come back home to the motherland where we will take care of you and you can live here for free. And you got people like Dr. Jabari Osazi, whatever his name is, who's actually descendants of Black Europeans. You got him over there telling y'all, please go to Ghana. Have you ever been to Africa? If you don't know, you don't understand because you never been to Africa. You need to go to Ghana. You need to feel Ghana. You need to see Ghana to understand. I have a home in Ghana. My wife and I bought land in Ghana. That's the part to get us over there stuck and assed out. That's what's going to happen. Ooh, we are in the promised land already, and they're trying to kick the original people out. There you go. Remember how they told y'all the story of origin of everything? Mankind, jewelry, I mean, diamonds, gold, what else? Oil, all that stuff. Remember they told y'all? Remember they told y'all that stuff is all that's all Africa. Africa is the richest country. Well, if Africa is the richest country, why aren't the majority of them there and not here? Why is the clear people in America running the people all over the world? Think about it. Think about it. If Africa is the source and the tell-all be-all, why didn't the most powerful of the people go to Africa and not America? Because they lied to you, girl. This is the land of milk and honey. This is the Mecca. This is the Omega. This has all the resources. Why you think they here? Why you think they here? Yeah, you've been duped, ran amok, bamboozled. They got you looking all the way over here to Africa, and the whole time you standing on the gold mine that belonged to you. Let me say that part again. They got you looking left doing the major look challenge. You over here looking at Africa, and the whole time you standing on the gold mine that belongs to you. I did the year of return in 2018. After seeing the things they traded our people for, I was disgusted, and it was enough for me to get off the Pan Africanism boat. Yeah, they tricking you. And they have done a very good job. So much so, I'm pretty sure somebody either in the chat right now or on replay game are going to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Watch. Watch. That's how good of a job they've done. They say it's easier to trick a nigga than to convince a nigga he been tricked. Yeah, talking about the motherland. Ha! And we eating it up. And they got people like Dr. Jabari Osazi, Dr. Uma. All of those are plants, just like not Frederick Douglass, just like the fat meatball, just like what's his man name? Y'all know I be bad on names off the cuff. Just like Marcus Garvey and all the rest of them. They're plants. Thank you for the super chat. She knows I said this in the chat, but I want to make sure this is highlighted. This is a fraud issue, and we are victims of a heist. Yes, we should be claiming fraud and broken treaties. We are the salt of the earth. Yes, 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 yes. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely, that is perfectly put. Remember, when they were doing the so-called slavery era, when they were doing the slavery era, most of the resources came from here in the islands: tobacco, corn, rice, cotton. It wouldn't surprise me if they've been over there trading all diamonds and oil too, because we had a lot of that here. You've been bamboozled. You've been lied to. Everything you've been taught has been a lie. Now, to get on this dude, that video we just saw, the brother, the Guyanese brother who went back and they played him too. See, the problem is he left at 5 years old and came to America. He's Americanized. So you know what the people down there thought about him? You one of them. So he got juked too. Mind you, he's building homes and taking Negro American money, and having these Negroes go by and start over in Ghana where they gonna get tricked too. The people say that he had a tendency, or he bought the land and he was a tenant for 50 years. He wasn't there even 5, and they kicked his ass up out of there, tore his shit down. So he the middleman. He another Dr. Umar. Another one of them back to Africa ass nigga. That's got niggas thinking that this is your homeland. Come on back. And see, this time he got duped. See, normally we was getting duped. But this time, somebody must have heard his accent and said, we about to get this nigga too. They literally, without cause or justice, tore this man whole buildings and houses down. The man, you ain't hear the man saying he was in the back cooking when they started tearing it down. And then he started off by saying, by no means do I want black people to not go back to Africa. Don't let this scare you. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? There's a reason why in droves, black Americans, so-called black American people has never gone back to Africa. Since they come here, they've been trying to get you to go back to Africa. Make it make sense. Hell, Abraham Lincoln them wanted you to carry your ass back to Africa. Make it make sense. If they came and kidnapped us off a boat, off a continent, another continent, put us on a boat, one kind of looking like this. If they came and took us off from another continent, took us off the boat, right? Brought us all the way over here in waters. Let me give y'all a visual. Brought us all the way over here in waters that you can't hardly navigate today like this. Right? The video gonna play. They took us on a boat. See right there in the background, the water look calm, don't it? Had us stacked up like this on a wooden boat, no engine, just oars and doggone sails. And they shuffled through water that looked just like this. Look at it. Take a look. Take a look. I need you to see it in real time. They was able to navigate a boat, a wooden boat with no engine, in waters that look like this, with people under it like that. Why would they bring you all the way over here, get all of this stuff off of you, still capitalize off you, and then say go back to Africa? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. They massacred some of the people of America. They did not massacre them all. Even if you were to go by the story they told you, remember they told us that it was the so-called Native Americans and they put them on the Trail of Tears. Remember they told y'all it was them Asiatic looking people and the clear people who run around here saying they're Native American? Let's just say we go with their story. They told us they put them on the Trail of Tears, put the blanket over them, unalived a whole bunch of them. Ain't some of them still here? So even by their own logic, they did what they say they did, but the people are still here. They did what they say they did, but the people are still here. Rather you believe it's us or the Native Americans, they still here. So, yeah, that happens. That don't mean it deleted all of the people, though. Because ain't they got Native Americans right now? Man, that shit crazy, man. Y'all, listen, man. Y'all don't let these people play in y'all face. I know we have black people, black Americans, so-called black Americans, we have this tie to Africa like Granny had to the church. Let me say that again, because I think that went over a couple of people's heads. So-called black Americans, we have a tie to Africa like Granny had to white Jesus. And that's a fact. And rightfully so, we have been conditioned to believe that is our origin. So you know how black people who tell religious people that they need to let it go or this not, y'all, we can't. We can't. Because we got the same ties to Africa, and Africa ain't got not one tie to you. I've never seen groups of people go successfully over to Africa and thrive. That don't go like that. You forgot they got Africans over there who don't know you from different tribes. Y'all gonna have to go to war about that. You don't just get to pull up, pull over, and pop out. That don't go like that. If you think all it takes is for you to pick up your bags, pack your bags fat, and gather all your keys and your purse, and pick up and get on a plane and get your passport and stop in Africa, drop off, get off the plane, and live happily ever. If you believe that, again, I got a whale in the trunk I want to sell you right quick. Hit me up at voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. So, we got the same ties because all of this stuff has been centuries, not centuries, but has been years of conditioning. All of us, it's conditioning, and it's gonna take a long time. And most people aren't gonna wake up out of their sleep. People love to sleep. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. But sometimes you got to go through the uncomfortable to get to the comfortable. And the uncomfortable is unlearning all the stuff that you were taught. The 23andMe DNA test, it is not the same as a DNA test that you would take for your kid. What do I mean? If I have a child and I need to see who's the father, there's a child and there's a father. That's an easy match. I can literally take his DNA, take your DNA, take the baby DNA, and say, yeah, that's a match. These people taking your DNA and testing it against a land, not people, because if they were testing it against people, then why you don't know the people when you say y'all from West Africa? Why you don't know who these people are? Why you don't know at least, okay, let's say you know it's Nigeria. Why can't you go to Nigeria, start doing research and find out who your family is in Nigeria? Because it's not real. And don't give me that, oh, well, I found my third cousin on my mama's granny side, so it must be true. Those are bilateral tests. Two living people. Let me say that again. Those are two living people. It's the same way if you want to figure out if who's the father. Those are two living people. Of course, there's a database. That's what it's called, a database. A database. It's a database that happens. And in that database, everybody who submits any type of DNA to the database, it can be compared and contrast. That's why you found your third cousin. That's why you found your brother that you never knew about. That's why you found your your grandfather had a kid nobody knew about through DNA testing, through 23andMe, because there's a data pool that has everybody's DNA in there. And what they do is compare and contrast, and they can match you up together. But what I'm asking y'all who taking the DNA test is when you send up your saliva or your DNA and they tell you from West Africa, Nigeria to be exact, whoop de whoop, why can't you find the people? In real life. If it's so true, why can't you find the people? You should be able to say, oh shoot, West Africa? All right, bet. Let me start following my genealogy to see which one of my people is from there. And then boom, I found them. It was easy. You'll never find the people because they don't exist. The tests say for entertainment purposes only. Girl. I don't see no Africans taking the test. Why the Africans don't take the test? Why the Native Americans don't take the test? Why the Africans don't take? Not one of them. Atomic. Not one. Not one. Not one. Not One. I done spoke to African upon African upon African upon African. I'm talking about from Nigeria. Hell, Dan Calloway did a video with him, Lord Jamar, in Godfrey. And Godfrey's from Nigeria, and he even said he's never heard of anything like that. I've talked to African after African after African after African, and now one of them say they were taught that in their schools. Hell, a couple of them told me we only learned it when we came to America. B Golden Official says if they took them tests, we might be able to find them. See, but this the thing. When you know who you are, you don't have to take a test. They're playing on our ignorance because we have no clue. And they making hella money off of it. They know who they are. They got old folklore passed down from generation to generation to generation. I swear to God, I was talking to my coworker. He from South America. He from South America. He knows he can trace his family back before the colonizers by name. They passed down folklore. They know who they are. We don't. They just playing off of us. That's what that's about. What if anyone says American indigenous, would it be acceptable? Mine says Africa, and it also says a percentage of indigenous, which indicates my fourth great grandfather is indigenous. Family lore says third. Well, this the thing. If you could find out that who your fourth great grandparent is, you don't need no test. The test is null and void. If you can go back 4 generations, do you understand through documentation you can find out more? I wouldn't even take if I know that much about my family. I know the oldest grave site that was buried at my family was 1775. Born in the late 1600s. That's the furthest back my family goes. So I know I don't need to take a test. But if Arthur Empress, if you can go back that far fat, I swear to God, you don't need no DNA test. You know who you are. You just got to keep following the trail. That's all you got to do, Fat. Just keep following the trail. And it's not hard. It just takes time, but it's not hard. I promise you, you don't need no test. I showed y'all these pictures. Let me see. Did I upload the other ones? Look. Now, mind you, this is old. This ain't new. This is an old depiction of the so-called settlers dealing with the Indians. They don't look like the ones y'all see today. The slave trade happened, just not the way we thought it did. So Erlen says, I'm just confused, a little confused. Could it be that some of us are from here and some of us are here because of the slave trade, or did the slave trade not happen altogether? The slave trade absolutely happened. It just didn't happen like this. There's no possible logistic way outside of the whole bottom of the doggone ship becoming a doggone gas chamber that we would have been able to come all the way from Africa in waters. Hold on. I ain't gonna play it, but in waters that are too hard to navigate even in today's society with engine steel ships. So it happened, but they never taught us about the intra-American slave trade. There you go. They never taught y'all about that. They never taught y'all about that. The intra-American slave trade, now that happened without a doubt. Thank you, Azure TV. He says, hey, Vu, I was able to use Ancestry to find a full-blooded Nigerian cousin who lived in England and had no known American family members. And again, you might have, well, you do. You probably have lineage to Nigeria. Africans, just like Tasha K married to an African now. Just like Tasha K married to an African now, some of us did intermingle with Africans, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So that makes sense that you found a Nigerian cousin in the UK who didn't know he had American family. That makes sense. But ultimately, ultimately, you guys, yeah, I'm in the car. I'm about to get out and go run. Ultimately, you guys, um, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. We've been drinking it so long, we scared to stop. Again, why is it that 23andMe African ancestry DNA, why they can show you about who living, but they can't show you about who living everywhere but Africa? How come they can tell you about where all your people living everywhere except from Africa? If they say you mostly from Africa. If you can find your cousin in the UK, you should be able to find your cousin in Africa. Make it make sense. I did. I need to edit it. Yes, I did, Kawana. Yes, I did. KB Wesley says we have African features. We look completely different than Asiatic people, so we just live together for thousands of years, looking completely different. You know, the only reason we attribute our features to Africa is because when the clear people came and was spying on us, they had gone to Africa and they hadn't come here. And you know what they said? They got to be from Africa because they dark skinned like them. Did y'all know that? The only reason we attribute things to Africa is when the clears were coming over here to spy on us. They seen us and said because we had darker skin, we just had to be from Africa. Other than that, I'm saying that to say our features are ours. They're not African. I'm not attributing a goddamn thing that I got from Africa because there ain't nothing to prove me that it did. Tina T says my African family has told us that there were Africans who were selling other Africans amongst each other in other tribes/countries. The one who were sold often were often ones that lost tribal battles. Yeah, prisoners of war. Don't that sound like it could have happened over here? And that makes sense. We get into a battle. It's no different from neighborhood rivals. If New Orleans hood fought Houston hood and New Orleans want to take over after we win, wouldn't we enslave their people? Or at least make them subservient? That's the only way it's gonna work. That's called prisoners of war. So yeah, that makes sense. Because if it happened there, you know it's happening here, or you know it had happened here. But the thing is, the settlers came with reinforcements to outdo us, and that's why they've been selling us and enslaving us ever since. But y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, man. Let me go do this run. I appreciate you guys for coming out. You guys will discuss. I don't know if I'm gonna be in the dollhouse tonight because I got 3 videos to stuff to do. I got baddies, I got Rolly Big Nasty Ass, and I got Love and Hip Hop. I just haven't watched it yet. But if I don't go live on the dollhouse, I will be posting videos on there, and I'm gonna try to post a pre-record over here too. But you guys, please love each other, and yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll see y'all later, y'all. I gotta get this run in, child. Unfortunately, I hate it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I appreciate you guys. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Mix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.